Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is. We are back again, and it's time for the weekend banger. It's time for the weekend banger, y'all. That's a lock. It's time for the weekend banger, and I got one. I keep a banger at all times. But like I always say before I start my videos off, I have no problem delivering this content to everybody that's out there working hard, working a 9 to 5. Everybody that's out there with their own business, getting to that bag the legit way. I make sure y'all got something to listen to in the morning times, man. I promise y'all, there's nothing on my end to do this. I also have no problem making sure I'm warning y'all and telling y'all about how dangerous prison is. I just ask one thing of y'all, man, and that's just to stay out the way. That's all I want you to do, man. We're going to stay out the way just because it's smart, man. It just makes sense to stay out the way. Why would we want to trade our freedom right now, doing what we can do, whatever we want to do right now, leave out the house, get in the car, do whatever we want to do? Why would we jeopardize that, man, to go inside when we're going to have somebody this tall telling us what to do, man? Why would we jeopardize all that, man? I don't know why dudes do. I don't know why I did back then. Maybe because I didn't know no better and I didn't have nobody telling me to stay out the way game. I'm telling y'all to stay out the way, man, because it just makes sense to have your freedom. It don't make sense to trade your freedom, to go into a jail cell, sleep with a bunch of dudes in the cell around you, pause game. It just don't make sense, man. Right now, you got your lady, you got access to ladies, you got access to good food, you got access to great clothes, you got access to Michael Jordan's sneaker game. I'm letting you know now, man, it's not worth trading, man. So just stay out the way, y'all, period. But y'all already know what it is, man. This is the weekend banger game. So what I need y'all to do with this one, like, share, subscribe, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. What? It's time for business. It's time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called Getting Recruited to the Red Team. Part 1. It's a crazy story, man, but it's crazy in penitentiary. Y'all already know the count, man, but y'all gotta understand, man, it's a lot of people in penitentiary that, you know, penitentiary is about who's stronger, like, and it might don't look like that's what it's about, but that's definitely what it's about, man. So at the end of the day, if he's not from your city, or he's not from your town, or he's not from your team, if you're a member of something, man, like, they want somebody that's powerful in those positions right there, regardless, man. So like, I have seen people in prison, in all the prisons I've been in, and if they somebody that can fight real good, if they someone that pushed the joint real good, or just someone that's just maniacville at all times, a lot of times they climb the ranks of like leadership, regardless if it's a membership or it's just being regular from your city, man. It don't matter, man. At the end of the day, what people respect maniacs. And that's basically what this is about, man. If you're a maniac in penitentiary, your respect level gonna go a long way. Yeah, you might bump heads with the police and your beard might be a little longer than what it's supposed to be. But at the end of the day, if you're a maniac in there and that's how you choosing to live your beard, man, it's gonna be a lot of dudes that want you on their team, man. That's a lot. So with that being said, though, we are on Susses 2 for this, y'all. We are on Susses 2. And I can remember being in 4D pod for this one right here, man. And it was crazy because, like, for real, it was like, it wasn't a lot of us in this pod for real, man. Like, a lot of people, this is my second time in 4D, but when I was in there the first time, a lot of people was in there from Norfolk, man. But this time around, there weren't a lot of people. But I was cool with living like that, man, because a dude that I was really rocking with wasn't even from Norfolk. He was from Danville. So, like, me and him got cool in the hole. Then we ended up getting out, and I got out and went to the pod he was in. So we just kept being cool. Like, bro was cool. Like, we'll chill out, eat with him in the chow hall. Like, me and bro was all right. So I used to kick it with a dude from Danville. That's what I used to do. But I still had dudes in the building that was from Norfolk that I used to rock with. And I'll kick it with at all times, man. But around this time right here in 4D, it's more populated, kind of like with the red team members, man. The red team members are always around. When my 4 building stories is going to be red team members, because this was around the time when red team members had really got strong. So the red team members are in the building around this time, man. Like the red team, they definitely in there. Now they definitely in my pod. It's a couple of dudes in there, like, you know, it's ones that just kind of like really nobody's in the game, kind of like nobody's that's in the red team. Then you had another dude in there that was like a big shot in the red team, man. And it's another dude. It was probably like 4 or 5 of them, man. If I can count, it was like 4 or 5 of them, man. But I'll say out of those 4 or 5 red team members, man, like they never really had a situation where they really had to show what they can do. Now, I have seen it outside of the part that I was in now as far as how the red team demonstrates when it's trouble. Like they definitely gonna jump you. They definitely gonna go. They rock together. That's just how it was in the beginning in Virginia. So I have seen them do that, but the dudes is in my part, I never really seen no action come from them like that. Like they really was kind of like chill dudes. You know, you gonna respect them. Like the dude that was kind of like the main one, like, man, he kind of, you know, he was more quiet, more of somebody that, you know, like to pull the strings and try to teach people to go this way and show people to go that way. I got that from his character at the end of the day, man. But for real, being a member of a crew like that back then, man, like I think it was necessary that sometime, man, you had to kind of poke your chest out game, y'all. So boom. So with them not poking their chest out through the time that I was in 4D in the beginning, it didn't bother me, but it was just weird seeing that the red members ain't wilding out, because usually the red team members be wilding out regardless. So like not seeing them do that, it didn't bother me, man. So like through this whole time like this, so with all this going on, like I told y'all, I wasn't really a lot of dudes up there from the town, and I didn't even really know that this dude was on the compound. Now I knew about this dude that I'm about to tell y'all about because I heard about him. You know what I mean? He was one of those dudes from Norfolk that I heard about. I heard about his reputation. I heard about how he used to knock dudes out when they was upstate. I heard about his reputation in penitentiary. I just heard that bro was trained to go. Now, at the same time, hearing about this dude, like dudes already described him to me. So I already had knew the whole count about this person I'm about to tell y'all. But like, I didn't even know he was on the compound. So I can remember being in the pod, y'all. I was in the pod and I hear people hit the police noise. Police about to come in. Police about to come in. And I look, and usually when that happens, you might see a cart, but we didn't even see a cart. We just seen a brown-skinned inmate dude. You seen him. He had the clothes on from the hole, though. I think the hole used to wear, because we wore burgundies, I think the hole used to wear orange, or maybe they wore green. I forgot what color they had in the hole as far as your scrubs. But he came in wearing the stuff, the hole, like what you wear in the hole. And we seen him. He had a skull cap on. And he come in, and he probably about my height at the most. He like my height, a little shorter, little slim dude. So I'm seeing him. Then I see the old head from North. He's like, oh, that's Sam. He got up off the table. He's like, what's up? He runs to the joint. And I'm like, oh, that's the dude that I've been hearing about. Like, since I've been on Sussex, I've been hearing about him. Like, they say he was upstate. Then dude said he got locked up. I remember when dude said he got locked up kind of like right after me. But he went across the street to Sussex 1. So he been over on Sussex 1. So I see the old head run to him. And you know what I mean? He braced bro. Bro probably my age. He don't know old head or nothing. So he see him. I'm like, oh, that's the dude who's saying. So my old homeboy Pop, he was like, yeah, that's the dude saying, man, from such and such. I ain't gonna say where he from, you know what I mean? He was like, yo, that's the dude saying from such and such. He from Norfolk, but I ain't gonna say his neighborhood. He was like, yeah, that's dude right there. I'm like, that's crazy. So after he finished talking to the old head was like, look, man, let me introduce you to, you know what I mean? So he walked over there where we was at. And then when he seen us, he was like, hey, look, man, this bro right here, man. He was like, look, this Weezy, man. He just started, it wasn't up with 3 of us in there. He was like, yo, this Weezy, this such and such. And he was like, that's what's up, man. He was like, what's up? Doctor's up. He was like, where you from, bro? I told him, you know what I mean? He went around, everybody was like, yeah, everybody kicking it, you know, real quick, real quick and real fast just to see what's going on with everybody. Bro turned out to be all right, though. Like, you know, we kicked it right there for a second. He didn't give me no signs of no maniac, like somebody that I kind of don't want to hang with, which I didn't really care about hanging with nobody anyway. So I didn't care how this go, to be honest with y'all. But still, though, off the rip, bro, they didn't give me no signs of somebody that I would probably dislike. You know what I mean? So we met, we kicked it. I asked him, did he need anything? I was like, bro, I mess with the Black and Mild game. I was like, you want a Black and Mild? He was like, yeah, he messed with the black. So bro just was getting out the hole like he said. He said he was over in Sussex 1. He said he got into it with the CO over there, and the CO tried to do some old crazy stuff. He was like, the people came with the camera and like they basically was recording them, trying to like get him out his cell. But he's like, the CO went too crazy on him on camera. And for real, he was like, yo, he was like, he been back in the hole for a while because he was like, he had a cast on his neck. He was like, the CO tried to smash his head like do the trace lock kind of like. So he was like, man, he was gonna try to sue and do all of that. But they was like, basically like, man, look, just to alleviate all this, we'll drop the charge that you already was sitting in the hole for. And they said we would transfer you across the street to a level 4. So Sussex 1 where Sam was at in the beginning, was a level 5. It's the same setup. It looked just like Sussex 2. It's Sussex 1 and Sussex 2. They broke across the street. But one is just a higher level. One has more maniacs than the other. You know what I mean? So they brought bro over to our camp. So they didn't tell him. He said they didn't tell him when he got over here that he was going to be going in the hole. So he said he went over in the hole last week. He said he was in the hole bucking, snapping out water. He don't supposed to be in the hole. So he said he finally got the warden to come to this door. He said when the warden came to and did rounds, he told the warden what was going on. The warden told him to release him. So that's how he got into our pod game, y'all. So boom, now bro in 4D with us. So like I say, I done heard about bro reputation. I done heard about what he can do, but like I'm trying to see what do he do to bring this out, because you got to kind of watch everybody if you rocking with him. Like I'm just meeting bro, but I'm still like, yo, bro don't gamble. You know what I mean? Bro don't play basketball, but bro played chess though. He played chess. He played pinochle. He played all the old head games that I noticed. He didn't play dice or poker. He didn't do none of that, but he played pinochle and he played chess. And then every now and then he'll get up and work out. You know, he wasn't a big dude at all, like, but he had long arms. He had real long arms, pause. If real, like, I just was dying to see him in action. Like, I wasn't looking for trouble. Like, I wasn't on that type of time, y'all, I was like, I'm looking for trouble. But I'm just trying to, like, see kind of like what's going on. Now, the whole time Sam was in the block, Sam was in the cell with one of the red team members. Now, he wasn't in the cell with one of the high-ranking red team members of the pod or the compound or whatever, but it was like a little light-skinned dude, man. But I forgot where he was from, man, but he was from somewhere in Virginia, that one of those counties that, you know, I was just discovering all these counties when I got locked up. So he wasn't from Tidewater or Richmond, nowhere. So he was in the cell with bro, but bro was part of the red team, you know what I mean? Like, the whole time dude was in there. He ain't pushing nothing to nobody. You know, he wasn't like he was a slouch. He come from another camp or whatever, but him and Sam roommates. So now, since him and Sam been roommates, like, I noticed that first off, like 3 days go by, I looked up and I seen Sam stuff on the bottom bunk. Now, the red team member dude, stuff was on the bottom bunk at first, but I ain't paying no mind. I ain't say nothing because I don't want to judge. It's not my place to find out why he got a bottom bunk, because I didn't even know bro like that yet. I didn't know Sam yet to be asking him all these questions. So the whole time they roommates. Now, like I say, I've been just waiting to see bro in action. Like, I want to see him in action. I want to know what all the fuss is about. Like, I'm trying to see if bro really throw them things. That's why I really want to see him. Of course, I'm going to hold him down if it get crazy. But he wasn't even a dude that kind of like be pushing like, I want trouble. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. No. But the first time I seen him get into something, it was crazy, man. It was over something so petty. But at the end of the day, a demonstration had to happen at the end of the day. It had to happen. But I remember we went to the chow hall. We in the chow hall, yo. I can't remember what tray it was. But when you go into the chow hall, it's a line. Everybody got to go in the line. And it's like it go this way, then it turns, then it go that way. Then that's when you go on this way. That's when you're on your way to get your tray. That's a tray slot right there. Now, the whole time, it's a dude in there that's doing the trays. Now, the dude that's doing the trays, one of them in our pod. One of them from Richmond that's in our pod. And the one from Richmond kind of like an older dude, you know what I mean? So they had a few people working in the kitchen in our pod. Some of them will go to one building, or some of them might stay in the pod where they was at. So we had like 3-4 of them in 4 building at the time, and 4D at the time. So one of them in our block, one of them kind of like I ain't even call him a loudmouth, but he really didn't deal with a lot of people because he always working anyway, you know what I mean? So we going to get our tray. I grab my tray. When I get my tray, I look. I see that I didn't have my 2 slices of bread on the tray. So I seen the joint, and I think it was a veal sandwich. Y'all remember the veal, the fake chicken patty game? That's what that veal patty was, man. Like, so I see that I don't got no bread. So I'm like, I duck down. I'm like, yo. And I spot the dude from our pod. I see dude. I'm like, hey, yo. I'm like, so you can kind of see in the chow hall once you duck down and look in that tray slot. I'm like, hey, I ain't got no bread, bro. So I kind of put my tray back in there. So when I put my tray back in there, it was like they had already, you know, they got trays coming out. So I kind of like, I had to, hey, yo, give me my bread, bro. Like, I'm ready to rumble over bread game, y'all. You hear me? I'm like, man, give me my bread, bro. He like, I'm like, man, forget this junk, man. I grab my tray. See, I'm like, man, I ain't tripping. I ain't got time. I grab my tray. I lead through the junk. They got the little junk. You got to walk through the little, you know, like when the junk spin, you got to walk through that after you get your tray. That junk. So I walk through that junk to walk the drinks right there. I go get me a drink. So by the time I get my drink, I look. I seen Sam. Sam was getting his tray. Sam was like, hey, yo, put some bread on my tray. Dude was like, we ain't got no more bread. Y'all was the last part. So you ain't got no bread to eat with your sandwich. Sam was like, man, you better give me some bread. He shoved his tray kind of back in there. And the dude, like him and dude kind of like, you better move. Sam was like, he grabbed his tray. The CO was like, man, get away from that tray. So like, he grabbed his tray. He walked to the window. He was like, because they got a door. It's a door, kind of like after you get your tray too, and you go through the little joint. it's a door, but the door is always locked. You know what I mean? So it don't even look like it got a handle from outside to even get in there. You know what I mean? So that door is locked. Slightly kind of where the police be standing at. But bro walked out, he got his tray with no bread. He was like, he looked, he was like, he just gave bro the shake his head game, y'all. So boom, he sit down. He don't got an appetite. And I didn't either, man. I ain't got no bread with my veal pat. I'm like, yo, bro, they need to hurry open the door. He like, yeah, they need to hurry open the door, Weezy. I'm like, his junk crazy. I like, dude was wilding like that. He said, yeah, that's the old head from our pod. Hey, that's old head from our pod, Weezy. But look, one thing about it, man, I ain't gonna do a whole lot of bumping my guns with these niggas, Weezy. Fuck that shit. I'm like, what you about to do? He tell the old head, he like, man, look, when that nigga get off work, I gotta have that nigga. I gotta have that nigga, man. I was like, yo, fuck it. You gotta have that nigga. I was like, look, I'm gonna holler at the Richmond dude and I'm gonna tell him like, look, bro, it's a fair one. Like you feeling like you feeling some type of way, you calling dude out. So he either gonna fight or he whack, one or the other. You know what I mean? So he was like, yeah, look, holler at him. Either way, I'm going. I was like, that's a lot. We ain't gotta worry about that. So we get back to the pod. Dude ain't getting off till like 8:30. You know what I mean? It's around 5, something like that. So we get back to the pod. I see dude from Richmond that I rock with. I say, yo, look. Hey, bro, me holler at you right quick. He was like, what's good? I said, yo, look, man, my man just came in. He was like, who's Sam? He was like, I know Sam. I was upstate with Sam. You know what I mean? Dude a little older than me, too, who I'm talking to. Rich, he was like, yeah, I know Sam, man. He like, Sam crazy, shorty. He was like, they crazy. I said, man, look, he trying to see y'all old head from y'all town. Dude want an old head. Dude probably like 40, 38, something like that. He older than us, so he was an old head. I'm like, yo, look, Sam trying to see bro, man. Like, what's good? He like, man, I heard all that junk that happened in the child. I mean, if he call him out, he don't fight, then he can't mess with me no more. You know what I mean? He's like, he call him out, he gotta fight. I'm like, yeah, bro, so it's a one-on-one. That's just what it is. He's like, yeah, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. I'm like, all right. So we set the one-on-one up. I told y'all, penitentiary dudes a lot for the fade game, y'all, so boom. It's crazy how it be like that. So when dude come back, it be like 30, 40 minutes before the lockdown. We'll come back out later on that night for an hour, but this is the joint before that one. So dude will come back right kind of like before they all about to do that. Then he'll get his shower, do his little thing or whatever, you know what I mean? So we all waiting in the joint. This time in 4D, I'm in cell 28. I'm in cell 28 on this joint. I think Sam, I want to say Sam was in cell, him and the dude from the red team was in cell 36 or something like that. But either way, the dude that worked in the kitchen, he slept in cell 12, which was all the way in the back. This is the octagon game. Y'all already know what time it is, man. So like, his cell was the perfect jump. So the dude from Richmond already went and hollered at the old head Sally from Richmond and let him know the count. Like, yo, look, about to get some rec. Somebody called somebody out from the city. We about to get some rec, and that's just what it is. So the old head come back. He come back from the kitchen like this. He like, hey, CO, open my door up. Like, man, I'm tired, man. Open my door, man. Oh, he walking back towards cell 12 like this. He like, he got bad feet. He like this. He like, man, open my door. I'm tired. He like, he taking little steps. His bad feet ass. He like, open up 12. 12 open up. Next thing you know, he just seen dudes coming around the corner by the shower. Me, Sand, got down the dude from Richmond, his homeboy, his Sally, all everybody was right there. He looked back and seen all this. He like, yo, look, what's up, man? Bro trying to see you, man. He was like, he looked at me like, Sam was like, what's up? You was talking all that shit in the child. He was like, motherfucker, you pushed the tray. He's like, man, fuck that shit, man. Look, what's up? Oh, it was out fight. Fuck that shit, dude. All right, dude, for what you like, all right. We already got shit. He's like, come on. Yo, fuck, I'll beat your ass tired and all. Nigga, goddamn, we in the joint. My word, niggas went to say that joint was like, I'm looking. Cause I just wanted to see so bad I went in the joint. Sam had a nice, beautiful fighting stance, like some old boxing shit. That nigga was like, that nigga was moving like this. That nigga was like, old head was like, old head threw some shit and missed. Man, he missed that shit, man. This is the first time I seen a nigga in penitentiary not move his feet. Like, this nigga looked like a boxer. That nigga was like, old head saw that shit. That nigga was like, he weaved the fuck out that shit without even moving. That nigga was like, bah! Man, they put that nigga ass to sleep. Man, I promise you, man, old head hit the ground. I was like, oh, shit. Dude was like, that's a wrap, that's a wrap, that's a wrap. He's like, man, get your dumb ass up. Them niggas trying to revive that nigga. That nigga saying, come out to say that nigga like, shit, I told you, Weezy, I told you, Weezy, man, niggas need to leave me the fuck alone. I told you, Weezy, man. Fuck that shit, niggas gotta leave me the fuck alone, Weezy. I looked up, I see his Sally got down, come over there, Sally was like, oh, you knocked him out. He looked over at the red team members, he was like, hey, I told y'all. Man, I told y'all, man. They was like, yo, come here, tell him, come here. So Sam was like, he was trying to calm down. His Sally was like, yo, come on. So he listened to his Sally. They shot up in cell 22. which was the main red team member cell. So they go up in that jump. I'm over the jump talking to bro from the town. I'm like, yo. I said, man, he just knocked old head off. I said, man, I seen it. Man, bro, weave that jump. He did that jump was like this without moving. He was like, bah! Man, that jump, man, that's how it sounded. Bah! That jump sounded like he hit him with a bat in his mouth. That's my word. Old head was on the ground sleep. Old head was sleep. They get old head up. It's his cell though. He knocked out. So bro go up there and he up there with the red team members, man. So he come out. Bro come out for the red team members. He's super lit. They done blew a Feezy game. So they talking to him. He like, yeah. So like, you know, after you put work in on somebody, man, kind of like, you know, it makes you feel better, man. Like you get to like, you know, it's probably like out of all these people in prison, man, it's probably like 5 more other people that's gonna respect me now. Like it's kind of like that, man. Like nobody cares because at the end of the day, as long as you don't come in their space and think you can do that, but people know, people remember. People will talk about this forever like it's a myth because there's nothing going on in prison. If you're going to talk about a dude that knocked somebody out with one punch, you have to talk about this man. Somebody, and there's always somebody from every city. It's somebody from Richmond that got a one-hitter quitter. Somebody from Tidewater that got a one-hitter quitter. Somebody from DC that got a one-hitter quitter. It's always somebody that got a one-hitter quitter game, y'all. So boom. Sam had a damn one-hitter quitter. I witnessed it. I promise y'all. I witnessed that jump, man. So like I say, bro, feeling good. So I catch him later that day after I seen he was all lit. They done got the old head up, you know what I mean? Old head ain't trying to lose his job for real. They fought fair and square, he lost. You know what I mean? To a younger dude that he was talking jump to. So regardless of where you from, that's just how I go down sometimes. So old head ain't do nothing but just chill because he didn't like bruise him or nothing. He hit him in his chin. Like he just was drunk. He was drunk from the knockout. So after he revived from that, he booked on work the next day. After that, he was back in the kitchen doing his job. So since that had happened, kind of like the red team members been rocking with bro, and I noticed it, but I still didn't want to say nothing. So when I seen him, I said, yo, bro, what's good? He was like, man, you ain't gonna believe this. I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, they trying to recruit me, bro. I'm like, for real? I was like, bro, why you ain't never getting that jump across the street? He was like, man, they trying to recruit me over there too. I said, ooh. So he started naming all the dudes that's on the red team that was from Norfolk. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So he started naming like all like the top shotters of the red team game. So I'm like, that's crazy. He like, I'm gonna be honest with you though. I ain't joining over there because it ain't make sense to join. He was like, but for real though, Weezy, kind of like, I don't know, man. It is like sometimes I get like it makes me happy that somebody want me in their organization, and I know they knew, but like still though, they just need some structure. Like, and he kind of was talking to me like he wanted to be number one. Like maybe if the right person was in the right situation, maybe the red team can move better. That's kind of like what he was saying that I thought, you know what I mean? So he like, man, for real. My roommate trying to recruit me, man. Look, they trying to recruit me bad, man. Like, what should I do? He was like, but across the street though, man, like, it just won't no movement. He was like, well, I joined it, I can't never come out in the bar. He was like, bro, we were locked down majority of the time across the street. So I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. He was like, over here. He was like, damn, I'm cool with a lot of them though, Weezy, man. He was like, what? Ever since that, they trying to recruit me, man. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, that's crazy, man. So, you know, he had that on his jacket. You know what I mean? Put work in. He knocked the dude out. And it was like, it was perfect, man. Like his celly was rocking with him. His celly was rocking with him, man. But I don't know if his celly was rocking with him for the right reasons because his celly looked like, to me, he was trying to get his status boosted up because he had a knockout artist in his cell, y'all. So boom. So what better way would it be if your roommate is on your team too? Somebody else that can provide more knockouts to the red team. So I didn't knock them for their situation as far as trying to bring bro in, recruiting bro to the red team, because everybody, like I told y'all in the beginning, everybody wants somebody powerful in their crew or whatever you want to call it, man. That's just how I go in penitentiary. So after that knockout from the dude from the man, I ain't gonna lie, bro was chilling. He was still the same old chilling saying. He didn't play no games. He didn't do none of this stuff, man. But all I know is this. He came to me one day and he asked me my opinion. Now, usually in penitentiary, when dude come to you and ask your opinion about something crazy, not nothing crazy, but just something that you know that can, you know, it can be harm done to the next person. But he came and asked my opinion. And I think he came and asked me my opinion because he kind of like was me. Like, we didn't get into stuff. We didn't push stuff at people. We stayed out everybody way game because, like, it was no need to waste your energy trying to be that person. Like every time I seen somebody try to be that person all super tough, they always lost. So like I was the opposite, man. Like you handle business when it's time. And that's just how I was carrying it. And bro was the same way. So I think that's why he came and brought this information to me, man. But he pulled up on me, man. He was like, hey, Weezy, look, I gotta holler at you. I'm like, what's up? He was like, man, the only reason I'm gonna holler at you because I know you ain't gonna say nothing. I'm like, what's up? He was like, let's walk. So me and him start walking laps. So we walking laps. He like, look, John crazy, man. He was like, look, man. He called bro name from 22, Sale 22. I told y'all he's the high-ranking red team member in the pod. He like, yeah, bro, in Sale 22. He came and hollered at me yesterday, man. He said, man, he found out that my roommate, man, he said my roommate might be telling. I'm like, what? He like, yeah. He was like, man, he came back to say, man, his co-defendant came up here and now the word coming back that he's supposed to be telling and all that. He was like, long story short, they told me if I get rid of him, that I can, you know what I mean? I can be number two. I could be number two. He called out the set that they in, you know what I mean? Called out the red team set. He's like, I could be the number two to the dude in Sale 22. So I'm like, I thought about it and I'm like, I'm like, I see what they doing, man. They trying to get bro to take out the laundry. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like slamming his roommate out, man, like it's bananas, you know what I mean? So I didn't really know what to tell him because I don't want to tell him, do it, bro. I said, yo, listen. I said, bro, you really want to be a red team member? He was like, I really want to take it over, Weezy. That's why. I said, bro, why you want to take it over so basic? Because, bro, he said, everybody gonna respect me, Weezy. I said, bro, I know, but you ain't gonna last, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro, nobody lasts that wants to be the number one. He was like, I want to be number one in the whole compound. I was like, man, shh. So, bro, he had ideas. He had ideas of what he thought. So my opinion, I felt like didn't even matter game because I felt like he already had his mind made up of what he wanted to do. And that's pound his silly head off, y'all. So boom, pause game. But at the same time, though, I told bro, man, if you want to be a red team member that bad, I said, bro, do what you got to do, man. He was like, man, I just wanted your opinion. He was like, but still, though, I don't know, though, man. I don't know. I was like, man, shh. All right, man. So goddamn, we go to chow next day. He don't do nothing that day. We got there, go to chow the next day. We in the chow hall, everybody in there. You know what I mean? It's one of them good trade days. It's after lunch. We got a cool shift working. The lady in the booth cool. The CEO on the floor cool. You know what I mean? We about to go outside soon. It's lunchtime. Everybody just feeling good. One of them times in penitentiary, man. So we all chilling. We get our trays. We eat. After we eat, I come back. When I'm coming back to the pod, I'm walking with the old head from Norfolk. And me and him coming back. And when I didn't see it at first, but he seen it. He was like, hey, you know, Sam gonna be waiting in the staircase when we come back, right? I was like, for what? What you talking about? Wait, he was like, man, Sam about to fuck his roommate up. I'm like, I thought about it then. I'm like, oh, so he must have made his mind up. They get recruited to the blood game. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, shh. I mean, he was like, man, shh. You gotta let him do what he gonna do. I was like, man, he's saying the dudes keep trying to recruit him. He keep trying to do this and do that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I guess he made his decision. He was like, what decision? I was like, nah, I ain't talking about that. I kind of spun an old head because I ain't wanting to know the conversations that me and bro had. You know what I mean? So like, as he told me that, we just moving. We walking, we hit the building, we get in the building. We about to go upstairs. And as we walk into the first jump, I could tell it was a little crazy, different looking because when we walked into 4 building, I seen a lot of bloods. I seen a lot of the red team members from 4A. I'm from 4B standing over by they slider. And then I seen a couple of other red team members standing like by the opening of where you walk in and go up steps to where we supposed to be going back to our pod. So I see the presence of the red team members all around and I ain't paying no mind. But at the end of the day, I'm like, damn, I'm like, this shit crazy. I'm like, it's wild. So we going up the steps. I see Sam. So when I see him as I'm coming up the steps, I'm like, what's up, bro? You good? He was like, Sam was on the wall like this. He was like, yeah, I'm good, Weezy. You see my celly? I was like, nah, he probably still eating though. He was like, I'm hollering at you. You got me up. I was like, that old school up. We dip. We go back up the steps. You know what I mean? We get back up to like the top joint. The old head was like, no, Weezy, I want to see this shit, Weezy. I want to see this shit. I'm like, what? Man, I was like, man, hell no. Man, he was like, man, I'm trying to see. So we like at the top steps. We supposed to be going in the door to get to 4D and this 4C, all that right there when you go upstairs. But he stayed at the joint so we can kind of see down. You know how you can look down the stairs like from the, you know what I mean? The angle of the stairs, you can see you know what I mean? You can see. So we right there, we can see Sam. He can't really see us because we looking down from the angle of the steps. So we right there. Man, I promise you, man. His roommate walked in. His roommate don't know what's going on. His roommate walked in. Sam was like, he seen his roommate. He was like, Sam, what you doing right here? Sam was like, hey, look, me ask you one question. Depends on how you answer this question. It's going to depend on everything, bro. So I'm letting you know now. Don't lie to me, bro. He was like, what? He was like, bro, you snitched on your co-defendant, bro. He was like, his look told it all. And I couldn't even see his look. I heard the pause. I heard the pause in his voice. He was like, you snitched on your co-defendant? And he was like, man, psh. And that's all you heard was, man, psh. Oh, it was like, oh, I look. I'm like, man, it's my word. I look. All I see is bro on his back. Sam right there. You see Sam back. We up there. Sam like, yeah. And after you wake up, don't bring your ass back in this goddamn cell. What the hell is wrong with you? Fuck wrong with you, nigga. Yeah, nigga. And I'm taking your spot, nigga, on the red team, nigga. Fuck wrong with you. You just seen the red team members coming up the steps like, everybody just grinning on his ass. I was like, oh, shit. That shit like an old initiation movie. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this shit crazy as hell. So we go back in the pod. Man, we go back in the pod, man. They all over there. The red team, they rocking with Sam, you know what I mean? I see the one dude trying to get him the handshake, show him how to do this and do that. Sam trying to, you know what I mean? He know it by seeing it. Now he trying to do it. He's getting it together. Everything looking smooth. I'm like, man, this is wild. Bro really is a one-hitter quitter game. Like he is. Man, that man knocked his celly out. Man, he knocked his celly out, man. I promise you, he knocked him out, man. Dude never came back up the steps. I don't know what the hell happened to him, man. Next thing you know, after count, because they went on and counted and everything. Man, after count, they came and packed up his roommate's stuff. His roommate ain't say one single word, man. And Sam was in the cell by himself, y'all. So boom. When they popped the doors, he came out. I seen him. Bro came out. Bro came out and did a maniac stretch. He was like, I'm walking up to him like, that's a maniac stretch. I'm like, yo, bro, you a maniac, bro. He was like, yeah, what I tell you though, Weezy. I was like, yo, bro, look, for real though, man. I was like, dang, you wanted to be a red team. He was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, Weezy, I always wanted to be a red team member, Weezy. He was like, I always wanted to do it. He said, man, I'm telling you, just want the right opportunity. He was like, Sussex 2 is the right opportunity, Weezy. They done recruited me. This my family. They want me in, Weezy. And I'm part of the red team now, Weezy.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments can pay for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes.